Shalom. Let's start off by giving praises, honor, and glory to Yahawashi, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This pushing his truth across four corners of the earth. Our faith, truth, and sincerity. I'm gonna want to back again. That's sitting. This we're going to about our Lord Yahawashi. Will deliver his elect, those that believe in him in these times that we in now going forward. This place, America, Babylon Great. When things just start to get chaotic, in the cities in America, Babylon the Great, the Lord Yahawashi will look after his elect. Will protect his elect, those that believe in him, and the apostles and the elders and brother Raymond on the middle Lord that teach this truth. To give you understanding of his word. It's gonna look after those that kept his word, kept his truth, kept believing and having faith in him. Because that's the times that we are heading into is even now things going on, but when things in America start to really get chaotic, people really start just bugging out, and the city's just in turmoil. People just saying fuck, F it, losing their mind because how bad this economy is. This economy is not gonna get no better. This economy is gonna be a collapse of this economy in the United States. People gonna be out here robbing, stealing, killing to survive. Do what they gotta do to survive out here, man. Because that's how bad things are gonna get in America, Babylon the Great, man. So I'm gonna start off with 2 Ezra 16-70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So it's gonna be go to the word insurrection. It means like a great uprising. So it's gonna be a great uprising. And it says upon those that fear the Lord. So those that fear the Lord Yahawashi and Yahawashi. Those that fear the Lord, and have faith and fear in the Lord Yahawashi, and believe in the Lord Yahawashi, it's going to be, persecutions and so forth, for this truth. Those that believe in the Lord Yahawashi, you're going to have, like I say, people come up against, like I say, men of the Lord that have the truth. Those that believe in the Lord Yahawashi, the believers are going to face the believers in Yahawashi is going to face, persecution and troubles. It could be, a family members or people whoever it may be, because, that's what comes with this truth, it's gonna be persecutions, people coming up against the men of the Lord, for teaching this truth and so forth, man. So persecutions now, but it's gonna get worse. But we'll go from there. 2 Ezra 16-71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still and spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So the madmen is those martial law troops. The martial law troops coming in. Like I said, once like say this place America, Babylon Great, the cities of people, they just, like I say, going crazy, right? We're gonna have those martial law troops coming in, and they they're gonna do what they're gonna do. They're gonna be like madmen, the scripture say, when the enemy come in like a flood, but when the enemy do come in like a flood, the Lord Yahawashi is gonna lift up that standard, against these martial law troops, these wicked Edomite devils, that's gonna come against the men of the Lord, or those that believe in Lord Yahawashi, and the men of the Lord. He's going, make a way for men of the Lord to escape, those situations, troubles that, we are going into, ahead and that's ahead, so, that's the times that we're in, going forward, it's going to get, it's going to get serious, and me, myself, first and foremost, I keep, and hopefully me, myself, first and foremost, I keep my faith and keep believing Lord Yahawashi no matter what happens, now and going forward. And, those that believe in Lord Yahawashi, continue to believe in Lord Yahawashi, keep your faith until the end, because like I said, the elect going to keep their faith in Lord Yahawashi, going to keep on believing, pushing, no matter what, no matter how hard it gets or whatever comes against, come upon them, come up against them, is, the elect gonna keep their faith until the end, man. But 2 Ezra 16:72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. I say the martial law truth gonna come in. I say just going, kicking down your door and snatch you out your house. I say, the people here in America, Babylon great, hey, you better enjoy these days of having fun, partying, bullshit, or being comfortable somewhat right now, because, things going up high in prices and stuff like that, whatever. But, when when things really get crazy, and then I say the martial law truths come in, hey, it's going to be some trouble, uncomfortable, suffering times and that you American Babylon greats going to go through, and, that's what's coming, And a lot of y'all, and these martial law troops gonna come in. These troops gonna come in, not giving a damn. Come take you out your houses, man, and put you in those concentration camps. So you might have men of the Lord, those that believe in Lord Yahawashi and His truth. You're just gonna be in those concentration camps, but like I said, Lord Yahawashi gonna make a way for you to escape. To escape it, or gonna have those. Hey, they're gonna have to die. For the truth of Lord Yahawashi. So. That's the time that ahead, and that's ahead. Going forward, that's what's gonna come. But go from there. This 2 Ezra 16:73. Excuse me. 2 Ezra 16:73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. They shall be tried as the gold in the fire. So you gonna know who the Lord's chosen is. You gonna know who Lord Yahawashi was with the whole time. It might not seem the Lord. It might not seem like the Lord Yahawashi was with the men of the Lord, the elect, the apostles, and the elders, and the elders brother and the brother millstone. The men of the Lord had the truth. They had the spirit of Lord Yahawashi upon them to teach this word. It might not seem like because they don't have a lot of followers or this or that. But when things get bad, America, Babylon great, all hell break loose. These martial law troops coming in. Lord Yahawashi gonna show His power upon those men that kept their faith. That kept their faith in Lord Yahawashi. Lord Yahawashi gonna make a way for men, Lord, to escape. Like I said, you're gonna have men, Lord, that I say gonna keep their faith, unto death. If it come down to it, because this place America is done, and I say the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, is like, you take that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, and you still gonna die, so like, what's the point of taking that? You might as well just die, and die and believe in Lord Yahawashi, because you have those that still in that Jeebus Christianity doctrine mindset, and they'll call on Jeebus and die in the name of Jeebus, but that's not it's not gonna like I said, Lord Yahawashi is not gonna acknowledge that, because that's not the name of the Lord. The name of the Lord is Yahawashi. So if you're not calling upon the name, you're not believing in the name of Lord Yahawashi, Yahawashi, you keep calling on Jeebus, that ain't gonna get it. That ain't gonna be a knowledge, or ain't gonna be no mercy. With that. But like I said, it's all about the elect. It's gonna have mercy by the Lord Yahawashi. Hopefully, I'm part of righteous. Hopefully, I'm part of the righteous number of the elect. To have mercy by the Lord Yahawashi to escape the rapid judgments. That's gonna be brought down, punished place, America, Babylon the Great. Now and going forward. But next verse, 2nd Ezra 16:74. Hear ye, my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. The beloved is who? What I'm saying? The house of David, the elect. Those that believe in Lord Yahawashi, it's gonna, the days of trouble are at hand. We in those times now going forward. We in the beginning, and it's gonna get worse. It's not gonna get better here. It's not gonna get better in America, Babylon the Great. And ain't no point of return of things. It's gonna get better, and these days right now, like I say, people that say, like I just said earlier, not too long ago in this sitting, that hey, you better enjoy. If you got money like that, whatever, you better enjoy it. Going out, whatever, you better enjoy it now, cause it's gonna get to a point. It's gonna get chaotic out here, man. But hey, people gonna be looking to rob you and take what you got, trying to survive out here, and and then like I said, those martial law troops gonna come in, so it's better enjoy it now, cause the days ahead, the days that are in our heads is, for this place, America, Babylon Great, is nothing but utter darkness and evil, bad. Gonna be some bad, wicked times, man. That's ahead, man. And you're gonna start to see people true colors more as we go forward. Things getting more bad financially for a lot of people, and people losing jobs and so forth, right? The careers and stuff. You're gonna see the true colors of people. How wicked they could get and so forth, and but Lord Yahawashi is gonna deliver his elect, and like those that believe on him and that are a part of the righteous number, that's gonna escape the wrath and judgment of the Lord Yahawashi in these times and going forward, so the Lord Yahawashi gonna deliver the elect from the same troubles, the same now and going forward, man. And like I say, hopefully I'm part of the righteous number, to have mercy by the Lord Yahawashi in these times going forward, and those that believe in Lord Yahawashi, hopefully, to build that number and have mercy by the Lord Yahawashi and be delivered, in the times of Jacob's trouble and all hell breaking loose here in America, Babylon Great, and not have to face that second death, which is gonna be by way of the thermonuclear missiles, right? That's gonna be shot towards America, Babylon the Great. So with that, I didn't want to make this too long. So again, I like give all praises. I hope this was edifying. So again, I like give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors. Again, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. To the apostles, to the apostles, elders, to the Sisakian brothers, to the few Aquaf sisters that do listen, keep the faith. And Yahawashi, keep fighting with that. Say shalom.